Hey everyone, welcome back to Mental Health for Creators, where we talk about staying inspired, productive, and mentally strong without burning out. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on tips to help you create sustainably. Let me ask you something. How often do you sacrifice sleep to get more work done? Be honest. Do you stay up late editing, brainstorming, or working on your next project, thinking, I'll just sleep later? I get it. When you're passionate about something, it's easy to put sleep last. But if you've been feeling uninspired, exhausted, or stuck in a creative rut, the real problem might not be motivation. It might be your lack of sleep. Today, we're talking about why sleep is one of the most powerful tools for creativity, how bad sleep affects your ideas, and how you can start sleeping better to unlock your full creative potential. So, let's dive in. Why creators struggle with sleep. Before we talk about how sleep affects creativity, let's be real. Why do so many of us struggle with sleep in the first place? One big reason is that we're always connected. The internet never sleeps, and as creators, it's so easy to fall into the habit of checking comments, scrolling for inspiration, or working late because there's always one more thing to do. Then there's this belief that sleep is less important than work. Have you ever told yourself, I'll sleep when I'm successful, or I can function on 4 hours of sleep? Many of us are taught that grinding all night equals success, but the truth is, it just leads to burnout, low energy, and poor creativity. And of course, there's the problem of not being able to turn off your brain at night. You finally lie down to sleep, but your mind keeps racing. Ideas, deadlines, self-doubt. Creative minds are active, which makes it hard to relax. But here's the truth. Skipping sleep isn't helping your creativity. It's hurting it. The science of sleep and creativity. Let's talk about what actually happens in your brain when you sleep and why it's so important for creativity. Your brain goes through different stages of sleep, and each stage helps with memory, problem-solving, and creative thinking. When you reach deep sleep, your brain organizes everything you learned that day, processes emotions, and strengthens memory. Then there's REM sleep. This is the dreaming stage. This is when your brain makes new connections, which is super important for creativity. It's why people say, sleep on it, when you're stuck on a problem, because your brain literally works on creative solutions while you sleep. But when you don't get enough sleep, your brain doesn't have time to do this. That's why, after a bad night's sleep, you feel mentally slow, uninspired, and stuck, but after a good night's sleep, ideas just come to you naturally. That's the power of sleep. What happens to creativity when you don't sleep enough? Let's talk about what actually happens when you don't get enough sleep, because the effects are way worse than just feeling tired. First, your brain struggles to connect ideas. Have you ever sat down to create and just felt stuck? Like nothing original is coming to you? That's because sleep-deprived brains struggle to make creative connections. Then, there's your mood. When you don't sleep enough, you become more negative and self-critical. You start doubting your work more, second-guessing everything, and feeling like nothing is good enough. That's because lack of sleep messes with the part of your brain that controls emotions and self-confidence. And of course, there's focus. You might think that working late helps you get more done, but actually, when you're sleep-deprived, everything takes twice as long. You're more distracted, more forgetful, and less efficient. Here's the scariest part. Chronic sleep deprivation actually shrinks your brain. Studies show that if you don't sleep enough for a long time, your brain actually loses brain cells and gets worse at creative thinking. So if you're serious about your creative work, getting good sleep isn't optional, it's necessary. How to sleep better for more creativity. So now that we know why sleep is important, let's talk about how you can actually improve your sleep, even if you have a busy or unpredictable schedule. One of the biggest things that helps is having a consistent sleep schedule. I know, creative work isn't always predictable, but training your brain to expect sleep at a certain time makes it easier to fall asleep and wake up refreshed. Another thing that really makes a difference: Cutting down screen time before bed. The blue light from your phone or laptop tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, which makes it harder to fall asleep. If you're someone who's always on their phone at night, try stopping just 30 minutes before bed. You'll notice a huge difference. If your brain won't stop thinking at night, try writing things down before bed. Sometimes our minds keep racing because we don't want to forget something. So just grab a notebook, write down whatever's on your mind, and tell yourself, okay, I don't need to think about this now. It really helps. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine is another game changer. Your body needs signals to know it's time to sleep. That could be reading a book, drinking tea, taking a warm shower, or listening to calm music. If you do something relaxing every night before bed, your brain starts associating it with sleep. And here's something people don't talk about enough. Getting sunlight in the morning actually helps you sleep better at night. Just 10 minutes of natural light in the morning helps regulate your sleep cycle. If you struggle with sleep, try going outside for a bit in the morning. It makes a big difference. And if you're someone who naps a lot, just make sure you're napping smart. A short nap, like 20 to 30 minutes, can boost creativity, but if you nap for too long, it can actually make you feel more tired. Final thoughts. Prioritize sleep, unlock creativity. At the end of the day, sleep isn't wasted time, it's fuel for your creativity. Instead of asking, how can I work more? Start asking, how can I work better? Because the truth is, when you're well rested, your ideas come easier, your focus is sharper, and your creative energy lasts longer. So tonight, instead of staying up late scrolling or stressing about work, try this. Put your phone away, sleep earlier, and see how much better you feel tomorrow. Your brain and your creativity will thank you. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode of Mental Health for Creators. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.